Golf's no different from hockey. Requires talent, self-discipline.
Golf requires goofy pants and a fat ass. You should talk to my neighbor, the accountant, probably a great golfer, huge ass.
How do you measure yourself with other golfers? By height.
It's a very, very special honor.
I'm Paula Creamer, and you're listening.
Well, we're waiting.
Hi, this is Martin Cove, a.k.a. John Kreese from Cobra Kai, and you're listening to
Quiet, Please.
Let the word go out from here across the land. Let Daddy Noonan approve.
Hi, boys. Nice day for golf, isn't it? Quiet, please. Oh, you got secrets, eh?
Hey, this is Shooter McGavin. You're listening to the...
Hey, you guys. Hey, we're trying to have a podcast over here.
And welcome once again to Quiet Please, the Golf Podcast. I am Alan Depew, and you have found the YouTube and podcast channel where we talk about the men, women, and events that are shaping the golf industry every single week. If you are watching our live stream, we really appreciate you tuning in. We always love audience interaction, so if you have a question, shoot it over, keep it clean. We'll try to get it on air, talk about it, have a little banter. And if you're listening to our podcast, available on Spotify, Apple, we appreciate you listening there. As well as always, our panel. I am joined this week by none other than B.E. Your whole life has been the incredible youth instructor of youth, which you still do. But, dude, you are everywhere in the media world now. Brendan Elliott.
Good evening.
Good evening. That was my lead-in. I'll just keep it really simple with Andy with the golfing savant.
Let's have a moment of silence.
Upside down Patriot. Yeah. Oh, we're going to touch on that in a moment. Yep. And the prettiest podcaster in golf, Christian Nazamus.
I'm a lot prettier than Drake May right now. Sorry, Andy. That's my only jab. All
right, Andy. You're noticeably Bobby dodged this show. He said he's in the car driving back from PGA meeting. Is he?
He's been dodging us for a couple of days, actually.
It was bad. It was really bad.
Yeah.
I mean, the bottom line, Seattle's just that good. They're just so good.
Yeah, I mean, look, I think the Patriots' youth caught up to him. Drake May looked like he was spooked a little bit. And I think the young offensive linemen look like they were spooked, and that's all it takes. I mean, they gave Seattle a ball like 12 times, so
yeah,
maybe even more. I don't know the number, but anyway, it
wasn't until the third quarter. I think up until the third quarter, they only got across the 51 time.
Yeah,
and even when you could see. I think he'll be a very, very good superstar. Questionable. I think he will be very good in the league, but you could see it with Drake May with even on little swing passes, they were being overthrown. I mean, that's just the guy being rushed.
Yeah, and he did. It wasn't just this game. The Denver game, he was looking like the moment was a little bit too big for him. And look, he had a great year. He's a great kid. And I think for Patriots fans, it's going to be a fun few years to watch them.
Yep, I agree, without question. I'll tell you what, for being just the beginning of the golf season, PGA Tour, professional golf world timeframe, be chaotic. I mean, we got storylines going everywhere. It's no wonder it's a good thing you have a lot of people you write for, because there's a lot of information going on out there.
There's too much. I mean, you can, and I'm getting contacted from more and more, even from PGA Tour headquarters, about stories that they want to tell, even away from the golf course, like some of their web series that they're doing, like they did one about Neal Shipley, and they got one with Cat Williams coming up. And so just not even the stories that are on the golf course, which are fantastic. I mean, let's talk about Chris Gotterup. The kid, I mean, he deserves to be in the conversation, right, Andy? I'll segue to you in a minute, but
Go ahead.
He plays a very interesting style of golf, like the way he drives the ball off the tee, not always finding the fairway, but just absolutely. It reminds me of like Tiger in his prime, or Phil, or these guys that just bomb and gouge and putt just good enough to keep it steady. And his iron play is pretty solid. His scrambling is really good. I like this guy to maybe win. I hate to say this, maybe in 1 or 2 more times this season.
So, Andy, I got to bring Christian in.
Okay.
I got to bring Christian. Just lean back for a minute. Just strap yourself in for 1 second, because we need our resident Gen Zer to chime in. It all ties together. Gotterup. Lots of drinking at the Waste Management. Christian, you played the Ridge with me. I believe it was Gotterup that set the course record out there. Little 62, 63, something like that. I mean, that was a stout golf course. The kid can flat out play.
Yeah, it's an average round of golf for Chris these days. 62 is fine. I will say though, I'll put out a hot mic here. I think Hideki lost it, if I'm being honest with you.
Oh yeah.
By far. So like Chris, there's no discredit to Chris whatsoever. I played great, obviously, went to a playoff, but I really go back to the bunker shot in the church pews at 18. Hideki just sculled the crap out of it. I mean, that if he hits that, and I guarantee you, if you give Hideki 100 balls from there, he's hitting one of them like he did, and he's not hitting it on the green. That is a pretty simple routine shot for a tour player. And I guarantee you that if he were to have that shot over again, he'd hit it on to about 10, 15, whatever feet, 2 putt, 1 putt, go home with a W. It's just, it's like we talked about last week too at the Waste. It's always in a fun, entertaining tournament, right? Especially the stretch coming down from 15 down to 18 and so forth. But I think when you look at some instances that have happened this year, we just talked about one briefly before the show happens. I think yelling, I'm for, like, after somebody tees off, like, you can yell what you want, like get in the hole, stuff like that. But I think there has to be a limit to how you are going to be doing that moving forward, because you notice on 18 with Hideki twice, on 18 on the green, along with the playoff, people are screaming in the middle of their backstrokes and so forth. And then you also saw a YouTuber who is a complete, what, and just yelling profanity towards players. And it's just, there's no room for that in the game of golf, and there should never be room for that in the game of golf, period.
Okay, Andy, now I am going to sit back and let you rail.
I have a little checklist of things to touch on here. No, first thing, just to be clear to my fellow Quiet Please podcasters here, I was never, ever against Chris Gotterup as a player. What I was against was Chris Gotterup at that point in time being chosen for the Ryder Cup team, because he had just won an event. And but he's been incredible, and I think he reminds me a little bit of JB Holmes, right? That type of player. But yeah, he's been great. I think it's awesome, and I just find it amazing that the Waste Management continues to up the ante of absurdness every year. It's always something else. And this year, and I hate to say this, but you can't go any further down and dirty than yelling in people's backswings or yelling before they pull the trigger, like especially to the guy who's putting to win the tournament. I mean, that couldn't be more just ridiculous. I don't know what you do about it though, right? You have thousands and thousands of people there. Well, what good is it to kick someone out after it happens?
I think they should make a rule. Like, look at the whole YouTuber Jack incident. People went over there and they pointed right to those two, and they literally.
What does that fix though?
You're right.
At least with him, and a-hole. With him, he's banned from the PGA Tour for life.
But there's a million Jack Dohertys.
I get what you're saying though, Andy. I think it only fixes it for that event. It's going to happen every single time a major comes around, a bigger event like a Waste Management or a marquee event. I don't think you can ever change it down the road. I think you can only handle it for that specific event.
I just don't think you can put that genie back in the bottle. Like
not there. Not there.
Definitely not there. And it's something that we all know has always had the capacity to happen, but nobody ever thought anyone would stoop so low. But here we are. And I don't think you can put the genie back in the bottle.
Andy, let me ask you a question, because obviously you're an exceptional player, senior amateur player of the year.
Exceptional, yes.
Exceptional. Is it the fact that I have my opinion, but is it the fact that it was one voice screaming out in the middle of his backswing? Because if you look at the Ryder Cup, there's noise a lot of time when the visiting team is teeing off the whole time they're swinging.
I don't know though. Like, is there ever noise when somebody's like getting ready to draw it back in the Ryder Cup? I don't think so. I think the Ryder Cup is full of a bunch of nonsense between shots and after shots, but I'm not saying I'm right. I just don't recall ever anybody saying anything audible while a guy's about to pull the trigger.
But let's be honest here. We've yelling in golf and specific events has been gotten, I think, a little out of hand in the last few seasons. And it's been starting to show, in my opinion, a little bit more. We looked at the Ryder Cup, and now we're looking at the Waste Management. And I don't know if it's going to get any better anytime soon. I think it might even get worse, if I'm being honest. But, you know, when you look at a kid like him who has millions of people watching his, whatever they call them nowadays, streams or something, like, yeah, of course it's going to draw huge attention to that matter. But honestly, he never cared about it in the first place, because everything he looks at is just, oh, how can I make money? How can I make money?
And now he's online whining about how somebody had held him accountable for acting like an a-hole.
Yeah, Jack Doherty doesn't give two shits about golf.
No.
The only reason he was there is because the profile of the Waste Management, and he figured it was a great place for him to show up and do his ridiculous act. But he doesn't care about golf, right?
No.
Never will. But I think when you look at the golf specifically, getting off of him, I think who's irrelevant, going to more irrelevant things. Like, you know, you look at somebody, I'm going to say his name a lot this year, but look at Scotty. He's not missing a beat right now with his game, in my opinion. He had a bad first round, yes, but look at what he did the last 3 rounds. Okay?
It's ridiculous that he almost won that tournament.
I'm telling you right now, he is having that Tiger effect right now on the field. Right?
What Christian just said was what I thought all from midday Friday all the way to Sunday is people have been saying it for a while, but I've been like, nah, he is at that Tiger level. If he can maintain it, which is the big question mark. But Tiger used to do that shit all the time where he was ho-hum on a Thursday and then just come out of nowhere on the weekend and win a tournament. And Scotty, he's got that same thing in him.
I mean, people are turning their heads and looking behind themselves, waiting.
Yeah.
It's
like
just
his
amazing.
bad rounds of golf are better than most average guys on tour. Like he can sauce up a 66 and he would be so ticked off about it afterwards. And then he'll go back and fire a 62, 64. And then next thing you know, he's 3 back from whoever the person is. And that person who's in front of him is nervous because here comes Scotty. Just like we said, I mean, I didn't say it. You guys said it back in the day. Like, here comes Tiger back in the early 2000s. Like,
can we recognize something with him too? He was a poor putter 2 years ago. He wasn't even average. He was poor. Mm-hmm. And now, like you saw the other day, on the drivable par 4 is that 17, right?
17, yeah.
So he hits it on the front of the green and putts one up.
Leaves it 10 feet short, yeah.
I mean, it's got to be closer to 15, right?
Yeah, probably.
And he just drains that next putt. Like, I think that's the amazing thing about him is that, you know, it's not like he's without problems, but he works on his problems, addresses his problems, and fixes his problems better than anybody that I ever recall.
Yeah. Who's his putting coach?
Phil Kenyon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to give a tip of the cap to that guy too.
Totally.
Got to give the credit to him. Obviously, I don't know anything about Phil, but I know that
Society of Gentlemen and Putters, or I think he.
I mean, what he's done to Scotty's game outside. I mean, Scotty's the best ball striker in the world, but when you look at his putting, he has absolutely transformed that.
And
2 years ago,
I had three takeaways from 4 takeaways. Scotty was number one, obviously, because even on 15, he's got 206, I think, and he's got a 7-iron in his hand, and lands it short, just barely over the water, and then kind of lays the sod over the chip. But to your point, Andy, center of the cup.
Yeah.
So that was one. Hideki can't find the face on a driver. The last day was amazing to me. Gotterup hitting wedge from 179 on 16 was insane to me.
Like 8 feet under the hole, right?
Yeah, and then as to echo the chants of the guys around, or the people around 16, who was the person in the green dress? I just want to know.
I must have missed that one.
Google it.
I didn't watch it, so I was.
I'll fill you in. They were the whole place got chanting green dress, green dress. There's 2 chicks over in one of the suites with green dresses, and they shotgun their beers, and there you go.
I think it's going to be
our friend Robert McNeil. I talked to him just about an hour and a half ago. He was telling me that he and his wife went out there. He goes, "You got to do it one time in your life. It's just." He goes, "You just got to do it one time in your life."
Yeah, it's a bucket list moment for me for sure to get out there because it's such a great golf course. But I just want to go back to Scotty for 1 second. I think when you look at Scotty and what he's doing this year, I think Scotty will have, if he continues on what he's doing so far early on in the season, knocking on the door, already has a win. Okay. I think Scotty is going to have not another exceptional year moving forward. And the only tournament I think that he wants to win this year is that US Open. That is the only one. If he didn't win a single event outside of that this year, and he said he misses every cut, but he wins the U.S. Open, that's a successful year for him because he wants to win that Grand Slam.
Will he be the youngest to win the Grand Slam? If he gets that done this year, will he be the youngest? I wish Bobby was here.
Probably. Maybe close. But how do you bet against him in any tournament?
Tiger the youngest?
I think Tiger's the youngest.
Is he? Okay. He was under 30.
I failed to throw this up there. Are we all agreeing that Jack Doherty is the don't be that guy?
Yep.
Or is it a runoff with the a-hole on 18?
I had the a-hole on 18.
It's Tiger.
All right. For our first 2026, we have a tie for don't be that guy.
Also, if that kid is somehow listening to this podcast, you did that for $100, dude. Come on.
You should get banned for life also.
Get 1,000 out of Jack. He's worth millions.
Yeah. Yep. Without question. Andy, you're looking for the green dress, aren't you?
$100 is what? Isn't $100 like 4 beers at the Waste Management nowadays? I saw some prices.
Yeah, you're right.
$21 for a Bud Light. I can't get over that. That's crazy.
Just wanted to add a little context to my brain from this conversation. That's all.
Okay. Understand.
Tiger Woods is the youngest Grand Slam winner in golf.
The youngest Grand Slam winner to wear a green dress?
Yes.
A green jacket.
Man, what imagine that, Tiger shotgun and beer. Oof.
How old was he when he won the Grand Slam?
20. That's a good question. I'll look it up again.
Didn't he wrap it up in 2000? He would have been like 24, 25.
I believe you are correct.
That's ridiculous.
And Scotty's how old now?
Oh, 30.
Yeah, Tiger was 24 years old when he won at the Open Championship in 2000.
But the thing about Scotty, I with much respect, because I think the guy's amazing, both on and off the golf course. Does he not come across as the oldest, 30-year-old?
That's me, Alan. No offense. I think I might take that crown from Scotty.
Yeah. That's it. You got a battle going there, Christian.
The only thing in life I'll probably beat Scotty in, but that I will heavily take that to my grave.
How do you mean it? I meant because he carries himself with such, in such a
why not? That's I know I give you a lot of shit for your shoulder turn, but my God. Come on now.
Alan gets a little sensitive about his
I know he does. Don't worry.
I can't even lean over because of the glare off my forehead now.
You know what's funny? That the best part about this is that topic seems to rear its ugly head in every show we do.
Oh, we should go back through the archives and see if it
every
is.
show we do.
I might see that shoulder turn next month. May have to post it all over our.
Andy, if you'd like to fly out, there's going to potentially be a 4th.
Where?
Greenville, South Carolina.
Greenville, South Carolina.
There's been a change, Christian. We'll get back. We'll bring you up to speed on it.
I know. I've heard.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe I might need a partner, Andy. Just saying.
Yeah, just saying.
It's under advisement.
You know what? You know who we can go see while you're there? Bradley Goose.
Oh, he's in Greenville, right?
He is. He's Simpsonville's 10 minutes away. Great golf course, by the way. Really good golf course.
What's the name of his course?
Now you asked me. Willow. I'll look it up. Making the news. BE making the news was TGL.
Yeah, did anybody catch that last night?
I saw the replay.
That ace by young Shipley was pretty cool. And I tell you what, those young bucks that have been subbed in a couple times, like Akshay and Gotterup and
Thor Bjornsson,
Shipley. Yeah, I'm telling you, I think there's some credibility for TGL because these guys are doing it on the regular tour events too.
I just love what they're doing. I know I say that all the time. I love what they're doing. Like, I think it's awesome.
It's really grown.
Just to bring this in real quick. Totally 3-parted that. Unusual for me, but it's called Holly Tree Country Club. Shout out to Holly Tree.
Right, Holly Tree. That's right.
Yeah. Okay. I was amazed. I mean, everybody's like, well, they're really into this because, look at him jumping around. That's just dudes being competitive.
Having fun. Yep.
Having fun.
I was unable to watch it on my flight out to Salt Lake City last night, but I did watch a lot of the recaps, and that was very cool. Did he break the camera on that shot?
When he was celebrating?
No. Like after he hit it, there was a camera up top by the screen. Did he? Because I saw his face after he hit it, and I thought he broke it, but I don't know if he did or not. But it was very cool. Very, very, awesome. I agree with Andy. I love what TGL is doing. I think it's awesome, and I think they're only going to go up from here, honestly.
Should we do a shout out to the Jupiter Lynx team that won their first match ever?
It's gonna be interesting who gets into the playoffs.
It is.
It won't be the big boys. It won't be Boston, unfortunately, and Jupiter.
They've had now.
Boston hasn't lost yet.
Well, they're
or have they?
No, I think they're 3-1.
They're deep. I mean, we've had a hole-in-one now, and didn't Jay Rose get an albatross?
An albatross. Yeah.
I mean, that's awesome, honestly. So, I just like seeing the excitement out of the guys too, right, when they play. And like if you watch it from start to finish, it's a lot of fun. If you don't watch it at all, like ever, it's definitely it's confusing a little bit your first time watching it, but when you get the hang of it, it's awesome. And these guys are so involved and invested in it, which makes it even more better.
You know what else I think they did right? The length of it.
Yeah.
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 I mean, it's 15 holes. It's quick. I mean, it's over in what, an hour and 15 minutes?
Somewhere in that. Yeah. Give or take.
I think they nailed it with that.
Yeah.
Well, you never have a business meeting more than an hour, Andy.
Yeah.
I will say though, Tony Finau's Dougie was pretty nice. He's got some good moves.
That was solid.
He's got. I like that sweater he was wearing as well. Just saying.
He needs to fix his PGA Tour golf game though.
Just saying.
Well, I will let you boys know I've got media credentials coming, and I haven't picked the dates though to go down there. It might be the 24th and 23rd and 24th. They got back-to-back double headers, but I might hold off to the playoffs if they can sneak me in. But I will report if it's a show night. I will report live from SoFi.
That would be awesome. And look, I've got a couple of friends.
Can you roll out a sign?
Do they let signs like WWE? Is it the same type of thing?
You can wear your Holderness and Bourne Quiet Please gear.
Holderness and Bourne, the official
apparel sponsor of the Quiet Please podcast.
Thank you. I didn't have the script in front of me. I appreciate you doing it.
This is all just right off the top of my head, you know. We're super happy about that too, aren't we?
I'm ecstatic about that. Yeah. I love their threads.
It's a great brand.
Yeah, it really is. I can't wait for those to come in because I'm going to be profiling, not wearing my Callaway pullover anymore. That's for damn sure. Andy, I missed the button. There it is. He's not on Live anymore, but he's semi on Live. We still think of him in Live. He's an ace.
You know what? I think it's amazing what he's done. He's played in 3 DP World Tournaments. We're talking, he is Patrick Reed, by the way. He's played in 3 DP World Tournaments. He won the first one. He lost the second one in the playoff and won the third one. He wants to get back out on the PGA Tour. He just cemented that. Like, he could not play another hole the rest of the year on DP World and probably get in. And I know I don't like Patrick Reed. I love the fact that he's a grinder and he loves the game. And I just think, you know, it's a true testament to what we've always been saying about the difference between the PGA Tour and Live Golf. And I think he's playing that out. And I think it's pretty cool. And the whole world was, you know, on the edge of their seats to see Elvis Smiley win the first Live event of the season.
They started?
Yeah.
It's honestly been great to, I mean, I'm not a P. Reed fan either, but like, you got to give your credit where credit is due. I mean, he's playing some phenomenal golf right now. He has just secured his tour card for 20 next year. And who knows? What's the first event he's coming back? Is that confirmed yet, or am I?
Heard it was like August.
Oh, so later
this year.
The fall. Is it after the playoffs? I think after the playoffs.
I think it's after the playoffs. It'll be for the fall season.
Yeah.
Yep.
Interesting. Okay. I was just curious.
The Safeway Classic.
It's interesting too that he's created a pathway for some of these other guys that weren't even in the mix for that. I mean, the date's come and gone for others coming in like Brooksy's Avenue, but you're going to get these guys playing DP World Tour events. And you know what, too, I think not just the top 10 getting their tour card in the DP World Tour, but I heard might have been Ryan Lavner on Golf Channel saying maybe they should do like a Battlefield promotion like they do on the Corn Ferry Tour, or if you won 3 events in a year on the DP, you should automatically get into the tour. That would be cool.
Yeah. I'm excited to see what happens. I think, you know, I'm curious who else on the Live atmosphere still wants to come back, obviously, because you can look at certain players like Phil Mickelson never will come back. That's a lost cause. DJ will never come back. But I do think of guys like a Joaquin Niemann. I possibly think of a Cam Smith potentially coming back. You know, guys that kind of like Cam Smith we forgot about ever since, you know, the Open a few years ago. And it's unfortunate because he was such a short game, probably one of the best in the world. So when you look at that, I'm curious to see what happens, especially too with Bryson and like the big names, like even John Rahm, right?
P. Reed, I mean, yes, the door is closed, but P. Reed gave Joaquin Niemann the roadmap.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
because the other guys you just mentioned, if they went and petitioned, they'd still figure out some extra double secret. Yeah. John Rahm.
Yeah, but you can look at what John did last season too. Like you can clearly tell that he wanted to be these guys want to play against the best players in the world. And now you're seeing a lot more guys coming back to the tour. And like, and you can see, like, I know Brooks played bad this week at the Waste Management, but like, you can just see a different side of Brooks in any interview that he's done since being back on tour compared to what he did the last few seasons on Live.
Totally.
He's a different person, right?
Totally.
He has his vibe back. He has like that cockiness back to him, which that's where Brooks plays his best. So,
but he's also extremely grateful.
100%, absolutely,
which I think is awesome.
So I'm excited to see what happens, but I do think that I mean, again, hats off to P. Reed for playing some outstanding golf the last few months.
Yeah, little side note, he'll play in the Biltmore Championship in Asheville, North Carolina,
Right.
September 17th to 20.
Awesome.
I will say this, that these guys were promised world ranking points. They got it, but it's meaningless because honestly, the format, the setup, the limited field, and I would be pissed if I was a Live guy that came from the PGA Tour.
Yep.
Now they're playing 72 holes, so they think they got to win with getting those world official world golf ranking points, but I don't see that as a win at all.
Well, and they're only giving them to top 10 finishes.
Right.
So I'm not really sure what the kind of rationale is for that. So I don't know. I'd love to hear an answer to that.
I would like to see a reduced but global PGA Tour schedule.
Yes.
Yep, I think we've all talked about that, and I think that would be incredible. And I remember back when we were playing youth hockey, right? So there was a house league, right? So you played on the house league team, and then you played on the all-star team, which wasn't an all-star tournament, but you just played on the travel team. So house league, you played in your own rink against the other house league teams.
Yep.
And the travel teams were the better players. Like it's got that kind of feel to it.
And back in those days, Andy, you didn't try out for the travel team. They asked you to be on the travel team.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, somebody that was asked to be on a future travel team is one C. Woods. It's being reported. You're down there in Florida, BE. I think you're going down to SoFi just to break that story. I think that's really what your plan is.
Oh, it's broke. But the first thing I did, I've got two of my former students. Well, I still work with them remotely, but they're both in their freshman year at FSU. Immediately text them, and they're like, "Oh, we're going to be playing a lot of golf at the golf course at the college." But there's two other students of mine, current ones, that are going to FSU, and they're stoked. They're all stoked that Charlie Woods is going to be a Seminole. And I tell you, like, Charlie just keeps evolving. He's a good player. He's not a great in that context of really good junior golfers, but I think he's slowly and steady getting to the point where he could be an influence. It's almost like a John Daly Jr. to me.
Just going to say that.
Yep. And JD Jr. he's gonna play on the tour. What he's done in this last year, we've already mentioned that before. I think that's the same trajectory that we're going to see with Charlie Woods too.
I saw him at our club, not last weekend, but the weekend before. He was out with the Arkansas team was there, and
nice.
Yeah, it was cool.
What's the connection to Florida State?
I don't think there really is one.
He lives in Florida.
Is he couldn't get into Stanford?
Probably not.
I'm sure he could have got into Stanford with a phone call from Mr.
You're probably right, Christian.
I was just curious. I didn't know. I knew they live in Florida, but I just didn't know if there was any connection there.
With the interest off of one of his sponsorships, Tiger would put a name on a building at Stanford.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Well, from what I hear, it's a beautiful golf course and a fantastic practice facility.
beautiful campus. I've driven by it a few times, and it's absolutely stunning. I'll tell you what, though.
I was actually called about that. There was a chance that they were going to sell that at one time, not so many years ago. Go ahead, Christian. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No. I was saying, speaking of college campuses, I drove by Utah today, and that campus is gorgeous. Like it's right in the heart of downtown Salt Lake, and their football stadium was gorgeous, and it was very, very pretty. So,
what's a Ute?
I
don't know.
A mule or something, or
a Ute.
What'd you say?
I said, what's a Ute?
The youths.
Oh, youths.
No, aren't they the Utah Utes?
Yeah,
they are the Utes.
They are.
Yes.
Big stadium, great stadium, awesome backdrop with those mountains. I'll tell you. So,
it's a pretty city, that Salt Lake.
It is. That's all they have to look. That's all they root for out here is their Utes, because they're not rooting for the Utah Jazz. I can tell you that they're very bad. Maybe the Mountain.
Wait a minute. Was that your Christian's pick of the week?
What my
pick?
Take
the Utah Jazz.
Give me your pick of the week.
27.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Christian's new segment of the show. When he's able to join us, he'll be offering a Christian's pick of the week.
Wow.
Let's see it. I got to mold my DraftKings lineup.
I wasn't
Pebble Beach, signature event. Let's go.
Prepared for this. Pick of the week, I will say just fade Syracuse Orangemen basketball at all costs. Whoever they play, take the opposing team because they stink.
They stink.
I should have taken. By the way, I should have taken the under in the Super Bowl.
It was the easiest, freest bet of all time.
45
over under.
It was what it ended up
45 and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They waited till the fourth quarter to score all their points.
Yeah. Anyway, we don't want to revisit that for Andy and Bob, who ducked out of the show, by the way.
Nope.
It's all love.
It is. All right. Talked about Gotterup, talked about the waste management, talked about green dresses, talked about Charlie. We are slowly approaching we're only on about 18th tee. BE, what else you got?
I'm looking forward to Pebble. I tell you, it's a stacked field, and I think it's the first time this season that we're going to get a Rory, Scotty, Jay Rose, Gotterup, all these guys that are hot right now, all together at probably one of the most beautiful golf courses on the planet. So I'm really, really stoked about what this week. And I'm gonna say that Rory defends. That's my going out on a limb pick.
Interesting.
Is this Rory's first event back here in the States with his cavity backs?
Yep.
I know that was kind of a little bigger-ish news in golf with him going back to it, but this tournament specifically, anytime you go to Pebble, it's never a bad event to watch. It's always spectacular to see. I don't see Rory, no offense, be defending. I put Jay Rose and I put Scotty above him. I mean, Jay Rose is playing some of his best golf ever. Yep. And I mean, again, Scotty just speaks for itself every single time he steps on the golf course. So it'll be a great event overall, and I'm excited to watch that this weekend.
And that is your bonus Christian's pick of the week.
Brought to you by
Buddy Scheffler, top 20.
Yep.
We do got to give a shout out to a friend of the show, Christian's buddy, Kevin Roy. He's been playing some really
Roy.
He ran
up the leaderboard on Sunday.
Hey, I'm telling you what.
Yeah.
I'll be biased here for a second. I'm going to say it right now, but I think Kevin's going to get a win this year. There's something in my gut telling me that he's going to get a win because he's been knocking on that door. He's been getting the experience. I'm not saying he's knocking on the door to get his first W, but he's been getting that experience of playing later on Sundays. He just played with Scotty, I think, on Sunday, so that was a great experience in itself. I'm sure he learned a crap ton from him during the 18 that they played. But I think he's clearly staying, and he plans to stay for a while because he's playing phenomenal golf right now.
And you never would have said that a year ago.
Nope.
So his progress has been pretty awesome.
And I haven't talked to him in a while, but I don't think he would say that either if he was on the show right now. Like he wouldn't I think he would say that he's playing the best golf of his life right now because he's confident. And I think, it's just awesome seeing a local guy from Syracuse,
Yep.
Work his way up that leaderboard. And I know that it's coming this year for him.
I mean, to shoot 68 on Sunday with Scotty and finish tied for 13th, that's pretty solid.
He's had a lot of great finishes in the last really 6 months. I say even really last year. But I think when you look at it, though, the confidence that he's built specifically in the last, say, 3 to 4 months, I think that's going to take him the rest of the season. And I truly think that he'll get a W.
Mr. Hydorn, we blew right past the tee box, had to get up to the green.
We're here.
Final.
I got three little snippets. Let me see if I can remember them all. The first one, maybe it'll only be one. We'll see how my brain works. But I saw a post this week that there are 4 winners on the PGA Tour that made a grand total of 1 putt over 15 feet in 72 holes.
Wow.
Think about that for a second. Like, we watch on TV that these balls rolling in all over the place. There's 4 guys that won making 1 putt in 72 holes over 15 feet. I found that to be just unbelievable. I think it's incredible.
4 guys that won making putts over 15 feet.
No, 4 guys that won made 1 putt in 72 holes over 15 feet.
Okay.
So I'm telling you what that is. It's they're scrambling well, and they're making birdies on approach shots.
And
they're capitalizing, obviously.
Exactly. So my brain lost the other 2. So
we'll come back if you
move them on.
if you can resurrect it.
Yeah.
Christian, to you, sir.
I will say first, Andy, big couple of years ahead with the Patriots. Mike Vrabel's got that team in shape right now. They're going to be deadly, I think, moving forward in the AFC. Even if Mahomes and Lamar Jackson come back, don't worry about it. I think the Pats are going to be there for, another 3 to 5 years and more so after that. So, but I also want to give a huge shout out to JT. JT's back fully healthy. Posted that on Instagram today. So back's fully great. Ready to rock and roll. So I'm excited to see that power come through, obviously, with his awesome game. And, hopefully I can see some awesome putts made next month, potentially with Mr. Alan Depew.
Mm-hmm.
The shoulder turn would be non-existent. So that's my final thought.
That's where we're playing this par 3 course. Brendan Elliott.
Hey, the guy can rock the shoulders. He may not be able to turn them, but he can rock.
True.
That's what matters, right?
That's great.
My shoulders are as wide as you are tall.
Hey, it don't matter. All right. I still hit that ball 300 yards.
Final thought. Look for the rollout this week of the year-long fundraising for the kids that we scholarshiped that we had our tournament a couple weeks ago for. They're going to be pages for each kid. We're going to be doing fundraising all year long for these kids. Really good stories. We'll be updating as their seasons go on. I think people are going to fall in love with these kids because they've got a lot of potential. They're already doing some great things, but I'll put it out in the social for Quiet Please, but also my social, obviously. And if you can do anything to support these kids, money goes towards their equipment, entry fees, travel fees for tournaments, coaching if they need it. And that's my final thought.
Andy, I'm back to you.
Circling back around. So real quickly, the Olympics come on every 4 years for each winter in the summer, right? And I always find it amazing that I get so into a particular sport that I never would have expected.
Oh yeah.
And this time around, it's curling.
Oh yeah.
I knew you'd say that.
And I stopped watching it to come up and record the show. When we're done, I'm going to go back down and see what happens.
Yeah.
Curling
the mixed USA playing Sweden for the gold. Yeah.
So the second thing is if you love hockey, the women's USA hockey team is nasty. Like, I just love watching them play. I've watched a couple other games with, I think it was like I don't know, Sweden and I don't know, whatever other country. The U.S. is so good. Those girls can play hockey. Yep. It's pretty awesome to watch.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thank you for coming back to me.
You're welcome, because I didn't have anything. I couldn't remember what I was going to say. And I still can't remember what I was going to say. It was business related. So, hey, I'll just say, guys, it's a great time to buy a golf course out there. If you ever need someone to choose, give me a shout. Anyway, boys, always a pleasure. We will see you next week. Tip of the cap, B.